naman ang daan. Mga saglit na inilikha, kakaibang tama nang sinag sa iyong kutis na kayo manggiyo. San ba ako dinadala? Bawat ngiti biglang nabura, iyong naipinta. Hiwaga ng iyong tingin nang naalipin, kahit saan man madala. Di pinapansin, ingay sa tabi, magulong kapaligiran, sa'yo lang ang tingin. Di pinapansin, ika'y paiikutin ng dahan-dahan sa gitna man ng daan. Sa bawat sandaling ikaw ay pinagmamasdan, may dumadapong kiliti na di maunawaan. Walang ibig, di mabangkit na sa aking isip, ikaw lang ang nagmamarka. Kahit mabitin aking salita, matay pinupunyag na, sa'yo lang magpapangkin. Di pala lampasin o kasanan ko mawala. Di mawawala. Di pinapansin, ingay sa tabi, magulong kapaligiran, sa'yo lang ang tingin. Di pinapansin, ako'y paiikutin ng dahan-dahan sa gitna man ng daan.
What is the probability that we will end up together? My heart is and always will be yours. Until we meet again, my studs.
A day in the life of UZ students. Stats and Problema Edition. Good day! Any thoughts of what are random variables in statistics and probability?
So, random variables are variables whose values are unknown, or a function that assigns a value on each of the experiment's outcome. So we call it random because we cannot define the values with certainty. Therefore, we only make a guess, and this guess is called the probability of having a particular value of a random variable.
But I heard there exist type of random variables, specifically two of them. What could they be?
You mean discrete and continuous random variable? Wonderful, you've asked. Let me elaborate it more to you.
But wait, before we elaborate more to you, we have some clips to show you, and this is for entertainment purposes only.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Do ba 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 do 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 a do ba do ba do do ba do a do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do do.
Oops, now the entertainment is over, so let us now continue elaborating it more to you. So, as you can see here, this is a ride called Vikings. The number of people riding in this is considered discrete since it is countable. And in this situation, we have 11 people. On the other hand, the speed of how the ride swings back and forth is continuous, considering it can only be measured by meters per second and so on and so forth. So, it takes on a certain time interval. Oh, I get it now. So, there are two kinds of random variables. One is the discrete and two is the continuous. Random variables discrete if it is countable and continuous if it is takes on interval. But really, how is it relevant to a real-life situation?
And how can we utilize the knowledge of random variables to our day-to-day basis?
By studying statistics and probability, more specifically discrete and continuous random variable, we get to classify the numerical data we see every day.
Also, random variables, whether discrete or continuous, are key concepts in statistics and experimentation.
Mean
variance and standard deviation?
Ha? Sino ka?
I can help you.
Oh, really?
Computing the variance of a discrete probability distribution has a long formula, and to make it easy for you to solve it, there is a shortcut and I will show you how to do it.
Now computing for the mean, variance, and standard deviation of a discrete probability distribution, we have this additional formula or solving and the quicker alternative formula, as you can see in the table here. Now the problem is that let X be the number of books a person reads every year. Based on a sample survey of adults, the following probability distribution table was obtained. Now X, or the number of books a person reads every year, is already given, as well as the P of X, or the probabilities for all possible values. Next step is to multiply X to P of X. 0 times 0.36 is 0. 1 times 0.24 is obviously 0.24. And follow this on all the values. Next step is to multiply X times P of X to X to get the X squared times P of X. Now 0 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0.24 is 0.24. 2 times 0.36 is 0.72. 3 times 0.30 is 0.9. 4 times 0.28 is 1.12. And lastly, 5 times 0.25 is 1.25. We finish the table, let's find the mean. In finding the mean, we have the symbol called mu. So mu is equal to the summation of X times P of X. All we have to do is to add all the values in the X point P of X. Copy in order to be able to add all the values. Mu is equals to 1.43. Now that we have the mean, let's find the substitute. Sigma squared is equals to summation of X squared times P of X. Now, this time we have to add all these values under this column. Again, copy. (9), 1.12, lastly 1.25. Add it all up. (4.23). Now that we have the substitute, let's find the variance. In finding the variance, we have the sigma is equal to summation of X squared times P of X minus mu squared. Now we have to subtract the substitute to mu but squared. So first we have to copy 4.23 minus mu squared. So 1.43 squared is equals to 2.0449. Now subtract and we'll get 2.1851, which is our variance. Now that we have our variance, let's move on to our last and final step, which is the standard deviation. Now all we need to do is to extract the square root of the variance, which will give us 1.4782, which is our standard deviation already. That is all.
And I hope we have enlightened you about statistics and probability.
And you learned something from us.
Thank you for watching.
Hey.